telling you, man, this chocolate is good. You know, Jesus was alive, going to weddings, having dinners, and eating with everyone. They call him a glutton because he was eating with tax collectors and sinful people. So they exaggerated his appetite and his behavior of indulgence because he was sinless. Glutton means to overeat. They exaggerated. So for him to say, take this cup away from me, you know, this chocolate is good. He was asking, Father, you could do anything in your will. But if you choose for me to be obedient, to go through this phase of my flesh, so let it be. I'm down for you completely, but I'm asking you. I'm not requesting it, I'm just inquiring. Before he even could finish his sentence, let your will be done, not mine. But he asked, please take this cup away. Because he was trying to find, like, are there any other options? That's the flesh part. But he already emptied himself and he kept his identity. You know, so it's very amazing in terms of how he really loved earth. He really loved being here. You know, he loved working with his hands. And at times, he had to rest. He had to fast. He had to eat. But he was able to trust God enough to where he could sleep anywhere. And then rebuke the waves. So little faith you have. You know, Master, we're gonna die. So he calmed the waves and the wind. So he was able to rest anywhere he wanted to because of his trust. But he required it for what he was preparing himself for. That's very important. What are you truly preparing your life for spiritually? You have to always go beyond the flesh. I was able to go there so easy as a child because I had hand-me-downs. So my imagination was beyond Joshua. Imagination is beyond mine because Joshua fly the Batman videotape around the house. Imagine he has all the Batman toys. And it's the VCR videotape. That's why I said, Bobo, you gotta come with me to the Halloween thing and go to the Kangas. And he's dressed up like Batman, but he's not nothing that they bought from no store. But he's so happy and proud. His imagination was there. Watch till I start talking to Josh. I mean, open him up if he's not already there already. Because me and him went through the same scenario, slightly. You know? But just a perspective of preparing for what's next. Guam has a very spiritual environment that you can easily summon energy. And you can summon the field of ancestral rebirth. Therefore, Jesus always talked about his lineages himself in the Bible. Always represented his lineage, where he come from, you know, in terms of his flesh. So your ancestral, selfless teachings are very powerful because whether it was a book or a person to spread the word, those that truly selected the written code of law that was established within all beings as they were born, if they chose the righteousness and defeated temptations are not necessarily perfect, but very honest and very resourceful and very giving and loving, I truly believe they all went to heaven. Because there's a written law within yourself that you all know. It's not right to bite your mother's nipple when you're breastfeeding or slap her in the face. But when you started learning how to kill an ant because it was funny, the door started closing slowly, slowly, slowly. Therefore, Jesus always mentioned, God always mentioned, return to your infancy for what? So you could be obedient, as I'm your master, or in other words, I'm your father. Not to take anything away from you, but follow my concepts and my resolve and my laws and the way my heart shines, so that when you read slowly through the Bible, you absorb the Word. Because in the beginning was what? The Word. Therefore it is living. Believe. It's time to really be serious now. If you haven't made that step, to advance yourself in leaps and bounds, because it's free will.